Okay, so I was asked to make a video on how to do a breakdown in standard E tuning, which is just the general, standard of tuning for any guitar. Now, typically when playing a breakdown, at least for me acoustically, I pick a particular riff because most breakdowns are just one riff progression slowed down to elongate the effect and make it sound heavier. Now, the way that I typically come up with my breakdowns is I like to add more of the slammy vibe to it, which is kind of hard to differentiate from the actual breakdown itself because they're both constructed so similarly. You really blur the lines. But typically, I would start off on a high note for the breakdown, or I would start off with an open chug because I do a lot of polyrhythmic playing, so I never like to play the same shit twice. And if I do, I only repeat it for a certain amount of bars, and then I change it to something else, or I do another variant of it, so it doesn't sound like the same shit over and over again, which is what fucking people hate about breakdowns. So let me play a little example of what I'm talking about. Well, the fucking lights went out, so you couldn't fucking see that. But anyway, as I demonstrated, you only need to repeat a certain pattern so many times before you have to change it so it doesn't sound stale. Like, even when I did the open string chugging, which is obviously the main basis of fucking slams and breakdowns, I'm just gonna down tune my guitar real quick so I can emphasize the openness. Like, I'll repeat the same pattern that I was doing, but just in an open and first and third fret kind of combination. And see, so it's really fucking easy to make a fucking breakdown. The real hard part is figuring out how to make it not feel like it's a stale piece of shit that has been like some fucking Italian bread that's been left out for a month and you didn't realize I should have thrown this shit out and made something new with it. or something along those lines, but it's really not that hard to construct. And sometimes the problem isn't really the breakdown itself, it's the introduction of the breakdown. Sometimes you can't just drop into it, and sometimes you can. And so now, since I'm back in standard tuning, I'll show you something that I normally like to do, which is some just little harmonics before I enter into a breakdown if I'm doing something of the melodic death metal type. So I'll do something like now you see, it's really fucking simple when you understand that you don't need to be extremely fucking technical to do this. You can make it even with just fucking chords. Like, if you only know how to play some chords, it's not that hard to go from whoa, what the fuck is that a tune, bruh? And see, it's really simple to actually just phrase it in there properly. You just really need to know what you want to do with it. So it's not that hard. Anyway, that's about all I can really teach you at this point, at least from my current understanding of how I even do it. So I hope this video has helped you out in a bit, or in any way. Probably can't see me because I decided to sit in the fucking dark. Anyway, I hope this helps. Peace.